right, you know what time it is. It is time for Bacon on the Rocks. And I am joined today with Chris Walsh and a special guest, but he's not really a guest because you know what? He's back. It's Eric, everybody. Eric is back.
No, I feel like a guest almost.
No. Well, we're glad you're back.
Series regular.
I know, right?
I feel like I've been an avid listener for the past while.
How have you been doing since you've been gone?
Good. I'm ready for my Fast Five.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait. We'll cut the music. Okay. Hold on. There. I'll just kiddle.
No,
there we go.
No, don't.
Here we go. Nope.
I wasn't actually ready for.
Eric's ready for a Fast Five. I did not
Chuck's
prepare
ready
for
for a
this.
Fast Five.
You don't do this at the beginning. What do you do?
Oh, I don't. You're right. Okay, we're back.
We went off format.
Yeah, we want to follow a little bit, folks. It's going to be a crazy night tonight. Eric's back. We're all going to get in our groove here. But before we do, I want to make sure that we thank our sponsor, Cookies Q and Creamery. If you want, and I've never even thought about doing this, is getting ice cream delivered. You can do it through DoorDash with at cookiesq.com.
Again, if you're in the Utica area.
Yes.
Sorry to everyone outside the Utica area.
Yeah, they'll only go so far. I mean, but let's use our brains a little bit. I think people understand that and know that they're not, if you're, in Florida, it ain't coming. You might as well get some ice cream down there. I'm sure it's just as delicious,
Astronaut
but
ice cream.
It's going to be a little bit better here. So if you want to fly on up, have some Cookies Q delicious ice cream or some of the delicious food, cookiesq.com. Check out the menu, see what they got, order it up on DoorDash, and you're good to go. So there we go, cookiesq.com. Hi, guys. Eric's back. And speaking of food, though, I did it. I made I was going to say tater tots, bacon bombs.
Bacon bombs.
Bacon bombs we made. And so I'm very excited about it. So I tried it. It was a disaster. When I made them today, I messed up the potatoes. I had to go out and buy more because the potatoes, I guess.
Are they breaded in something afterwards?
Yeah,
like,
I did. And I changed it. They want breadcroms, but I did panko.
This is
I like panko
This
better.
is just an elaborate ruse.
No, this is exactly what happened. I screwed up today because what Donna told me is I wasn't thinking. I read the directions like put the potatoes in and boil them. I'm like, okay, I'll put the potatoes in. I washed them. I did wash them, but I didn't peel them. I didn't cut them, and they were huge potatoes. I have 2 huge potatoes in a pot. They were lumpy and bumpy, and the skin's all in there. I was like...
Lumpy and bumpy and grumpy.
I was grumpy because I had to go to the store and get more. And Don was like, seriously? So, but after I did that, and I finally did it, I tried one. They're really freaking good.
All right.
Okay, so here we are.
I knew it. I knew it.
The best part, though, is, hey, Kristen, we just showed it to him.
Yeah.
Oh, she's still on. There she is.
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Hi, Kristen.
No, you can't have her on.
This is
my show.
I didn't know when my moment was. I had to keep listening.
You actually had to listen to the podcast? That's
weird.
No,
this is the most you've ever heard the podcast, isn't it?
I had to listen to setup for the podcast. I lost some of the magic.
Whatever. Now you know what it's like when all the people are setting up for you every night.
Kristen, he came walking and he's like, where is it? Like he handed me the container you gave him and he's like, where is it? And I'm like, where's what?
Summer blew it.
Yeah, yep. He was onto something. And
I knew it was. I knew it, especially after what you guys did to me last year.
That was a good one last year.
This is the second time Chuck and Eric have been involved in this.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, whose friends are they?
Now your listeners have no idea what we're talking about.
And I was just about to say, that's what I was going to say. So for anybody that's listening right now, you can definitely go to YouTube and check out what's happening. It's going to be at the very beginning of the podcast. But Chris and his wife, Kristen, have a tradition where they have I guess we call it a creepy Santa head. And what they do is they hide it on each other. And spill the water, Chris.
Spill the water.
And
nothing spilled, actually.
And so Eric and I have been a part of this for 2 seasons now. But what they do is they just hide it on each other. And then once they find it or are exposed to it, then they've got to hide it and get the other person back. It's just a continuing thing during the holiday season for them. And if there's anything more, please.
It starts off pretty innocent, but then it becomes more and more elaborate.
I would say this
the closer you get to Christmas.
Escalated quickly this year.
It did. Well, no matter how many years we've done this, well, it all started with my grandmother gave us a gift. Okay. And instead of a bow, was this creepy Santa head on top of the gift. And, we both looked at it like, I don't want it. You want it? I don't want it. So instead of throwing it away, it became some weird tradition where we try to scare each other or surprise each other with it. And again, it gets more and more elaborate. No matter how many years we've done this, you forget about it. And then you pull out your Christmas decorations and there it is, just staring you right in the eyes. And now our daughter wants to be a part of it.
That's awesome.
She enjoys it more than I do.
Summer was actually the first to hide the Santa hat this year.
Booger.
And sometimes what happens is you might find it an hour later, or it might be days. Right. And in this case, we had no idea where it was. And Chris found it in his sock drawer, and it really did. He jumped.
I did. I jumped when I found it in the sock drawer. I was not expecting that at all.
That's fantastic.
But some of our more elaborate, it's been on the Jumbotron.
Yep.
That was pretty big.
That was good.
Chris got me good a couple years ago. He had it hanging from our garage door, but I didn't notice it because I'm paying attention to, making sure my side mirrors don't hit my garage door.
Yep.
So I pulled in, and all of a sudden it drops down right in front of your windshield.
Yeah.
That one got me.
That was probably one of my better ones.
Oh, yeah. I believe he told us about that one.
Yeah.
When he was explaining the whole thing to us, that was his go-to.
Yeah.
So maybe we start making it a tradition to pass this on to other families.
And you did to us because we got ours.
So I went to pick up a bow at the store, and I saw the Santa head that I hadn't seen sold in stores in years.
Oh my gosh.
And there it was. How do you not buy it?
Yeah.
I've never seen this thing in stores.
No.
It's creepy. It's creepy.
Very creepy. It's looking me in the face right now. It's very creepy.
It hasn't stopped looking.
No, it was hilarious when we were let in on this last year.
Yeah. And I have the video, and we will post this to YouTube, so you will see the full version here.
Yeah.
I think I might have said some choice words.
Well, I'll take care of that.
Yeah. we can throw some bleeps in there, but at the end of the day, you were almost astonished because it came outside the house. Like, I think this was the first time it escalated.
I took it to.
No, you said it was at work one time.
Yeah,
in front of the camera.
It ended up at work.
At our work.
Okay,
yeah.
but it was the first time it was outside of your personal circle, I feel like.
Yes.
So it really threw you off when you found that.
I was kind of like, what? I remember I was like, what?
Where's the light? Where's the light? And again, you guys, you will see. I'll put this on YouTube. You'll see what's going on.
I was already annoyed, too. That, the light wasn't where it was supposed to be.
I'm trying to replay it. Wait, it was in the camera gear, right?
Yeah.
We hit it in the camera in a bag that holds the light. We just
that's right. That's what it was.
Because he's always looking for it, so we hid the light on him. And then it's like, it's in the, we're like, one of the guys used it, so he put the light back in there, and Chris is like annoyed that he put the light back where it belongs.
It's not where it normally is.
Well, he zipped it. He zipped the container. That's like never zipped.
Who zips this?
Who zips it?
I'm super annoyed right now. This is zipped up.
But it was the best.
Yeah.
So... Well, Kristen, thank you again. Eric and I appreciate being a part of this. And I called Eric in early, by the way. I was like, Eric.
Yeah, that was another thing. I was like, Eric's already here. This is definitely going down.
Oh, please. Like you thought it was related to the Santa head.
Mm-hmm. I did.
He walked in.
I walked in.
I'll be honest, it was the first thing he said when he walked in, like, where is the Santa head?
And honestly, my first thought was when you weren't looking, I was going to hide it behind the cushions over there and then put in your camera bag in the bag for your tripod legs. And I was going to, but then I'm like, then the podcast is over. That's not fun. Yeah. So I was like, that doesn't work. That was my backup.
This is only the second hide of the season, and we have a long way to go.
Oh, yeah. The season's just getting started.
Well, no, it's the third, I think.
Third?
Because, Summer put it in the basement somewhere. Yeah.
She did 2 in a row?
No.
Yeah, that's why I kind of had to bring it out of the house.
Mom left with it, Dad.
No, I hid it in her snack cabinet after the sock drawer.
So this is 4.
Yes. Yeah.
We're not great at math right now.
Either way, let's put it this way. It's the very beginning of December, so there's a lot of time for this to be hidden. Now, what's the longest you guys have gone, like, before you found it? Like, has it been long? Or
Days.
Yeah.
Okay. So not weeks, just days, pretty much.
I mean, weeks. It's only out for like 4 weeks.
Well, yeah, but it's a good hiding spot. So I mean, but yeah. Okay.
Well, the idea is to put it where someone's going to find it
pretty quick
and
be surprised by it.
Well, Chris, I just want to let you know, my wife wanted me to wait like a week and do it, and I was like, no, I just got it. I can't like return it back to Kristen. This has got to be done.
Santa head? No, that's within your circle.
I know. So, but. Chris, we're sorry, but also he was so mad when he came and he's like, where is it? That was the first word out of his mouth.
He knew it was coming, but it was still good.
I wasn't getting
I think the best part is that you're in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more surprised that she's on the show than that the Santa head is here, actually.
So I begged her to be on. I was like, please, it'll be great to just all of a sudden hit unmute, and then there she is.
Well, I said I would only do this if I found the Santa head before the podcast.
Ta-da.
There was a chance I wasn't even going to have that.
Wait, so this was in the works before the Santa head was even out?
Not a lot, but a little. I just said, we texted.
How dare you? How dare you both at Two Brute?
The Santa head was hidden when Chuck approached me.
So Chuck approached you.
Kristen, you're throwing me under the bus here.
Oh, boy.
We're losing a connection here. Hold on.
Have fun.
We'll talk to you later. Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye. So, Chris.
I feel like, what should I do with
there
this?
She goes.
I want this, like, in the show now.
Yeah.
But it's not like...
You can hang it in the...
You were good on hanging from the mic,
You can put it in the wreath behind you.
You can't really see it.
You can have it sit in the wreath behind you.
Oh, that's all right, I guess.
Yeah, my wife decorated the house like crazy, and I'm sorry, guys.
There we go.
I completely forgot over there that I didn't put Bacon on the Rocks on, so people are going to watch a video game.
Yeah, that's been, I got to be honest with you, that's been distracting me. I've been like sitting here watching it.
Do you guys want to talk for a minute? I'll go turn on Bacon on the Rocks.
It was distracting me before we started. Every time you cut to me, everyone's going to be like, who's winning Pong right now?
Yeah.
Who's winning? It's 214 to 213 right now. Oh, it's a close match. Oh, they just went up by 2.
Oh, it's tied.
Anyways.
Wait, I'm serious. Can we change that?
Do you want me to change it? I will.
Kind of.
Okay.
All right. Well,
so you guys discuss. I'm going to walk away for a minute.
So, Eric, how's it going?
Good. How was your Santa head?
It's been interesting.
You ruined it, though.
I ruined it?
Yeah, you knew. You walked in knowing.
I didn't ruin it. It was my daughter, who I promised I wouldn't throw under the bus.
But here we are. And then you both threw under the bus, actually.
Yeah. Well, my wife should know
you just
better.
turned it off? I thought you were going to put Bacon on the Rocks. I'm
too much work.
Kind of wish there was.
I'd get in the shot.
I kind of wish there was Pong going on behind me now.
It's all good.
All right.
So Chris, I'm sorry, but at the same time, that was fun.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So Christmas traditions.
What a segue.
Yeah. Do you guys have any others, or is this like? I mean, I know there's traditions, but is there anything that that's a little bit different that your family does than others, or is this it?
Not really, other than shooting our little wavy thing for the WKTV Christmas card. That's.
Did you shoot them yet?
No.
No, really.
We don't have any ideas either. So.
Well, come on. Well,
I mean, you've been doing it so many years. It's
hard.
Everyone's gonna be wearing face masks this year, right? That's the gag.
That's exactly what I'm not gonna do. You know what I mean? But
fair.
I don't know. I don't want to do anything 2020 related.
Yeah, that's true.
It's Christmas, man.
Yeah, that honestly, that is. I'm the type of person that makes fun of someone that puts up their tree before Thanksgiving. But this year, I bought a tree and put up a tree before Thanksgiving.
A lot of people did it, though.
Honestly, this is the year where you need a little more joy. I feel like this is the year. This is the one year where it's completely excusable. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and our thing is, as you guys can see, the house gets transformed, and it's still not even done yet. There's things off camera that you can't see, but there's a ton of Christmas decorating still going on. You can see a little bit behind Chris, a little bit behind Eric. There's nothing behind me because this angle doesn't get it. I mean, there's a little bit of something over here.
Well, that dinosaur is very Christmassy.
Yeah, the dinosaur, the T-Rex with the teeth. Yeah, that's.
I don't even know if that's on camera.
Yeah, I think I'm blocking it. My big body and all that. But yeah. Our thing is that's like our weird Christmas tradition. My mom doesn't like it to a degree, but we enjoy it because after Thanksgiving, we usually that Saturday is when we start the Christmas decorating. It's honestly a good 3 to 4 day period of putting up decorations. The biggest days are the Saturday and Sunday where everything's just laid out. A lot of things are said to each other that aren't meant, and a lot of screaming and yelling happens because things start falling apart. This hook's not holding that anymore. All the little things that happen throughout the year. But the one thing we all look forward to is that Saturday. Even though Thanksgiving just happened, the fridge may be full. We definitely go down and get us some Chinese food for lunch. Don't know what made us do it, but one year we're like, let's just do Chinese food. And we did it, and the kids are hooked. They love it, so it gets them motivated to actually decorate a little bit. But
it's interesting.
Yeah,
I feel like when I was a kid, I didn't like Chinese, though, so...
I don't know. I didn't either. I didn't have Chinese really till college. That was the first time I really had it, except for sweet and sour. That was the only thing I ever ate.
I think I was tainted because when my mom would actually buy or make Chinese, she'd always do this dish called mugu gai pan, and it smelled awful.
Yeah.
It just was I don't want Chinese if this is what it smells like. So I didn't have my General Tso until I was in college, actually, too.
Yeah, that's when I first tasted anything else but sweet and sour. And sweet and sour is okay, but...
I mean, I knew sweet and sour from McDonald's and Wendy's and
Burger King, but that's all I knew it from. So yes, we do Chinese food. Anything else weird we do? There's nothing else really weird. That's probably our weirdest thing that we have for tradition for Christmas. But yeah, my wife goes crazy with the decorations. There's 2 trees behind Chris. There's a Christmas tree behind Eric. There's one in the office where the kids are doing their schooling. There's one in their playroom that they have. Like we have 5. There's a tree in almost every room of this house.
I think it's kind of crazy. It's magical.
Yeah, where were you to help? You said you were going to help. You remember we were supposed to swap? Yeah, that didn't happen.
I was painting.
Yeah.
I was painting.
And you know what? I didn't do a lot of it because as I showed you the picture that day we were doing it on Saturday, we found that a mouse was getting in. And
yeah.
And so what I found is at the bottom of our house, like when you have a basement, that windows are like cut in through the cement and stuff like that. Well, the people decided to not leave the glass. Like we saw that the window was like blocked and everything. They just put insulation on the outside. The mice were coming in through the insulation and into the house. We had no idea that there was no glass, no protection, no nothing. It was just outside exposed to the elements.
Wow.
And so then I pulled that thing out. I was waiting for like a rat's nest just to fall, just a bunch of rats into a box. Like when I finally pulled it, I actually recorded in case it did happen because I wanted to share it on here. Nothing exciting happened. So sorry if it burst your bubble, but nothing exciting happened. And so then I was like, well, then I just had to seal it up, and that's long and short of the story. But that was me instead of decorating. Yeah. I was doing that this year.
So that's,
I still got my Chinese.
You found that this year.
No. Donna found it.
You found it.
I was told to fix it. I didn't find it. She found it. And then I was told to fix it.
Are you the one that broke it?
No. There was nothing that...
Tell the truth.
I moved in.
You already lied to me once today.
I didn't lie to you. I teased you.
We danced around the truth.
we teased. Teasing and lying are
We never said, no, we definitely don't have that.
Yeah, there was definitely no two definitely.
What are you talking about? We wouldn't do that.
I think
we're dead after this. Eric, welcome to the return.
No, I was expecting it, so I came prepared.
I know.
Well, we hit you with another surprise.
You did. You got me good with that one. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Any weird Christmas or holiday traditions for you, or anything like that?
Or just
just anything that's more maybe not that a lot of families do that you guys do.
I don't know. Like one thing that always comes back to me is that my mom and sisters would get together and make Christmas cookies. I mean, it's not.
Oh my
weird,
gosh, yeah.
But I send pictures of that every year where it's just 3 tables full of
it's crazy
cookies.
The amount that they make, you look at it's just hordes of it. It's like
you just reminded me that we do something similar to that.
Yeah,
I'm there. I don't really.
Exactly. I have no partaking in this other than taste testing, make sure they're okay before they go out to everyone else. But there's trays that's made for everyone, and I'll probably have some trays for you guys.
Nice. Taste test down here.
Yeah.
We do because my wife is part Syrian.
Okay.
So. They do camel cookies. She has like this camel cookie cutter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And camel's like the whole family spirit animal for whatever reason. Well, I mean, not for obvious reasons, But so they'll cut out the camel cookies and then they'll decorate them. Like my wife and her cousins and my daughter do it. And, they're usually not. They're more for decorating and looking at, not so much eating.
Like a gingerbread house
situation? Kind of something like that, yeah. Okay. Yeah. They buy like all those weird like things. Like I think they're actually 4 gingerbread houses. Like you can decorate them with stuff, but they put them on the cookies. Mm-hmm. Like I don't want to say, I don't know, like those little candy pieces.
Yeah,
but they're not
the
like
hard, like not really
the stuff you don't want to eat.
They're not really. They're edible, but they're not.
Yeah.
Right.
They break your teeth if you try. Yeah.
So there's some interesting pictures over the years of the cookies being decorated.
But I bet you Summer enjoys it.
Oh, she has a blast.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. That's all. That's what it's for. So I don't know. My wife gets into it, but it's like she makes them because she wants them edible. So the kids. I mean, she lets Natalie help, but Xavier gets bored right away, and then Natalie's like, whatever. She dies out slowly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Christmas cookies. We'll have to do a little. It sounds weird. We'll have to swap them. I don't know. I'll just get you guys some Christmas cookies too.
Cookie swap. You don't want.
No.
You don't want my cookies.
Yeah. We'll take them. It's fine.
Maybe I'll bring some.
I'll have to bring like a list of what actually is in mine because
it's a plethora of cookies.
Probably like 30 different varieties.
Mm.
Yeah, they go to town. They do. So cool. I want to get back to it though. Eric, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
So let's play catch up a little bit. I know you've been listening. You've saying you've been an avid listener, but
Eric wants
we're gonna kind of revisit some things that Eric wanted to make sure he got out there into the world and let us know about.
So I was listening. And
he has a book.
My first time. No, exactly. No, my first time through, I was like, I have a lot to say on a lot of the things they're talking about, and I wish I was there for most of this. But at the same time, I'm glad I'm not there for most of your interviews because you guys did a wonderful job. Like,
thank you.
I feel like honestly, if there was a fourth person in your interviews, I would have been stepping on toes and like subtracting more than adding. You guys did a great job with that.
You were missed. You were, because there were times it's like we'd sit there and be doing the podcast and it'd be like, oh, "Where's Eric? We need him. We need Eric."
I'll be. It was just you two. I needed to freaking be here. Like there was times where I'm like, "What are you guys talking about? It's this. What do you do?" No. I have my list.
Oh yeah, I told you it was a book.
little black book.
I took some notes.
Oh wow.
I got this might be a long podcast just for me catching up. I don't even know where we're at right now.
We're gonna call this one Eric's Back.
All right, so I'll run through these quickly, just so we can get through this. First of all, red vines.
Red vines.
I knew that's going
yes.
I'll forget that as soon as we leave.
Yeah, I know you have once already.
Yeah.
So it's not red ropes. It's not whatever else.
I think red ropes work.
I knew it was like a rope or something.
Yeah. You said that both podcasts.
Yeah.
You kept on saying ropes. It's still vines.
Isn't there some sort of rope?
Sure.
Yeah.
Licorice.
Red rope licorice or something?
There's like nerd ropes and stuff like that where they throw it on licorice and there's like nerds attached to the outside of it. And I think there's a couple other different candies they do that for. But
my daughter and I were eating Twizzlers tonight.
Not red vines?
Not red vines.
No. Twizzlers are
Kristen
better.
ate them all. That's why.
I don't know why I know what red vines are because they're terrible compared to Twizzlers, but red vines is the answer.
Well, we should have brought that up when Kristen was on the
phone. I'll call her back. Hold on. We're connected. Who do we want to call?
Anyway, so my favorite candy, though, of anything, Halloween, is Twix or Snickers. If I got those in my things, those would be the ones that I would go for first.
Those are the magical.
Those are solid choices.
If I chose right now, it would be peanut butter M&Ms. I feel like those weren't a thing when I was younger, so I didn't really get those in.
Yeah.
Like
you had standard M&Ms, and that was about it.
Yeah, and peanut.
Oh, peanut.
Peanuts.
Yeah.
It was either yellow or brown.
Peanut butter all the way.
But yeah. So worst. What did you guys say was your worst? I don't even remember.
That's where the licorice came up, I think, right? You both said licorice, or
No. I don't know how that came up.
I think that was someone else's, and then you guys.
Was that Leon's?
Yeah.
Mine
feel
was,
like you guys covered it too.
Mine was.
I don't have a problem with licorice, actually. I feel like a lot of people just.
I don't have a problem with it either.
It. Yeah, it's a different.
I don't
flavor.
like black. I said I don't like black.
Yes.
Licorice.
Black licorice is licorice. Everything else is just candy. It's like fruit flavored. But actual black licorice, I don't have a problem with. When I was younger, I kind of did.
My uncle loves it. He loves the black licorice.
It's like
honestly, I haven't had it since I was a kid, so maybe I do like it now.
It's one of those tastes
Stay away from it.
Like almost like an IPA or something, where it's like a bitter taste that you kind of get enjoyment out of. Like it's like it's like you love to hate it in a way.
Like black coffee.
But mine was
no, exactly like the bitterness or something that's it's an acquired taste, especially when you get older.
That's how I drink my coffee. So
the candy I hated though I
can't do that, but I respect it.
Yeah, it was the circus peanuts. That's what I didn't like.
You said circus,
and then you guys were both like, "Why do you hate peanuts?"
I was in that too. Like they're just banana flavored. It's fake banana.
It just doesn't taste good.
It's fake banana.
And I don't mind banana.
Have you ever had
like
banana ruts? Banana runs.
Runts. Yeah, love those.
I don't know what I said.
Banana ruts is like when they
those ruts
when they're mating.
Anyway,
and here we go.
Speaking of censors,
my worst are
mine was candy corn.
That's right. Yep, you and Leon both were that.
You don't actually get candy corn when you're trick or treating. That's more like it's in the jar.
No, you can
get.
There is little bags. They have like little bags now that they'll give you like 5 or 6.
There's sick people out there that will give you candy corn.
I feel when we were younger, maybe they would throw it in a little bag and tie it up.
Yeah,
like, you don't get that anymore because everything's individually wrapped.
Yeah, but I'm not trick or treating anymore.
Yeah, fair.
BACH. What's that cook or candy
box?
Side note.
They do it in a little package that's like 5 or 6 little ones right in there.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Side note, I actually ate a candy corn the other day on accident.
And you kind of like that?
Nope. It was awful. Because my mother-in-law does every year on Thanksgiving, she makes like a turkey cake that is just basically something my daughter would eat, and no one with any sort of sense
of taste.
Yeah, sense of taste. And so she makes it with she decorates it with candy corn, and she sent it home with us. So I was like, I wanted something like sweet. And I was like, I'll just pick the candy corn off this stupid thing and eat it. And I missed one. And it was like ruined the whole thing for me. Just saying.
That's fair.
It's still I hadn't had one in probably 30 years.
No, it's funny when you were going to the Thanksgiving, they actually made like it might have been Box or some other company did Thanksgiving flavored candy corn.
Oh,
I heard about it. I haven't actually seen it. If I saw it, I would have bought it and brought it here. But anyway, so my worst is probably Charleston Chew.
Oh,
Charleston Chew. I used to like that.
I like that.
You guys back in the day, I used to eat it.
You nuke that thing and it is magical. Donna can't stand it either, but I love it.
I used to like
Mary Jane's. Do you remember those?
Okay. Yeah, those were okay.
I don't remember.
Yes.
I just remember. I don't even know what they are.
They were almost like a butterscotch, but there was like a little bit of peanut butter in it or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, what were those? Did you have an answer of what those? Speaking of butterscotch, they're not butterscotch, but it's like a fudge with a white in the middle.
Bullseyes.
Is that what they're called?
Is it?
Yeah.
Bullseyes. Okay.
There's probably a few different names for them, but bullseyes are what we called them at my mom. My mom went to a candy store, by the way.
Oh,
I feel like we maybe brushed on this on an old podcast, but I don't remember. Bullseyes are what I'm used to calling them. There's a couple other names. Caramel. I had them recently in the bowl at work, and our good friend Courtney was picking through them.
Of course she was. Courtney.
So what else do I got here? I also hated Bubble Yum.
Bubble Yum, the one with the it was like
Double Bubble. I hate it when you get bubble gum while you don't want bubble gum when you're
do they make that
trick or treating.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh really?
My
hockey players eat it all the time.
My mom bought a bag for me to bring into work, and it was like all the worst candies. I was like, thanks, Mom. She's usually great. Love you, Mom. She usually gives me like great bags to bring in, and she's like, oh, here's something different for a change. I'm like, this is different.
Change is not good sometimes.
Double Bubble was in there.
But yeah, they have like down in the locker room.
Is that the one with the pouch? Like it comes in a pouch?
No, you're thinking Big League Chew.
Big League Chew. That's fantastic.
Yeah, no. The Double Bubbles was like the standard, like really bubblegum tasting.
Okay, yeah.
See, my grandfather was a dentist, and that was the one gum that he told my mom, you can never let these children eat this gum. It'll destroy their teeth. Like he was dead set against that gum. So we never got that gum because my grandfather told my mother not to get it for us.
Double Bubble?
I feel like we need to go a little bit faster when I get through my list, though.
I know. Sorry. Okay, continue.
Just saying, we're barely through it. Mandalorian week 1. I love the first episode.
Okay.
That's all I got. But you compared it to one of my favorite episodes from the first season, which it was very aside, and I kind of like the aside story.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I
don't remember what I said.
You compared it to the episode with Bill Burr.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. It was better. It was way better than that episode, I thought.
Yes, it was way better. But I liked the Bill Burr episode.
I just thought it was a weird episode. I thought it was a weird way to
open it up. Yes, and I agree, but at the same time, they introduced the whole Boba Fett thing, which we will probably come back to.
That hasn't gone anywhere since
halfway through the season. But
they kind of just faded off.
And to that point, I also love the week to week for this exact reason of like talking about it and having like the water cooler.
Yeah, I do like the week to week. Yeah,
they're like that's Disney's model. And
keeps you relevant.
It's brilliant. I can't wait for. I mean, I've been waiting. I feel like way too long now, but I can't wait for Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision to come out and do the exact same thing with that.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if it's going to happen in 2020.
It's WandaVision. It said coming 2020, and it said January 2021 when they actually came out with a date.
They're just extending this year.
Yeah,
no.
Wait, so I saw that somewhere. It's like 2022, the sequel. So Mandalorian and Monkey in the Wrench.
Yeah. We came right off the bat on the show.
That was the very first.
Yeah. That was the first thing I said. I'm like, monkey in the wrench.
It was like a wrench in the works, or it's a monkey wrench in the works.
Yeah.
But I looked it up, and there was like a monkey in the wrench reference.
He says it in Die Hard, right?
Die Hard.
That's why I think I said it because I've watched that movie so many times.
It was you had a reference for it.
I love Die Hard.
It made sense.
It's a great Christmas movie.
Yeah. Is that on the list?
My favorite, probably actually. We're not there yet though. My favorite Bond.
Ooh. Here you go. Go ahead. Say it.
My least favorite Bond.
And it's going to be mine.
Is Timothy Dalton.
Oh, see?
Yes,
Didn't I say?
Yeah, you did.
Yep. Okay.
I listened. But I also didn't really like Roger Moore as much as a lot of people liked him.
I didn't like Roger Moore at all.
But I'm a younger generation. So my favorite actually is Pierce Brosnan, which I think you guys weren't a fan of. But no. I feel like that was my Bond. Like that was the first one I saw, so I latched onto it. And I didn't even latch onto it because of the movies. Like the first thing I did was play the video game. Which Chuck got wrong a second time, by the way. I will go out about this. He's like, it's like, yeah, that Goldfinger game. I think I called it GoldenEye wrong. It's called GoldenEye.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Yeah. And I didn't pick up on it?
He got it backwards a second time.
Oh my God. These headphones.
Welcome back, Eric. Thanks.
I was also screaming at the thing saying, yes, Sean Connery was the first Bond. Yes.
I was pretty sure on that.
Who also is my second favorite Bond.
Yeah.
Because he was the original Bond.
Yeah.
He started it all with Dr. No, and I was literally screaming at the podcast, Dr. No. Guys, Dr. No. And then you found an article, and I was like, it was the first. I'm like, yes, but Dr. No was the first Bond. Anyway.
Well, we weren't concerned with the first movie. It was just the first guy who played.
Right, but
Dr. No is the one with us.
Right. Would be the first movie. That would be the first guy that played it in Dr. No, which was Sean Connery. Anyway.
I'm so happy Eric's back.
I feel like I'm in the principal's office.
I also everything you got.
It just keeps folding down.
Snuffleupagus.
Yes,
I got that before Chris, but he got it without any help too. I just want to point that out.
Yeah,
I didn't help you.
I did dig deep.
No, he did. You didn't. Yeah, but you only gave him half credit for some reason, even though he came up with it before.
Because he paused and he said he didn't know. He said he didn't know, and so I was like, okay, well, that.
You didn't say.
It didn't. It popped right in my head. Right
you didn't have a sound effect on your board for that.
Yeah. What do I got?
No.
Everything's dead.
Okay, good.
Kristen, you still
what does that say? Off, I guess. Oh, resume. So you also mentioned
resume.
Yeah, you were talking about the resume thing that we say
with Alexa.
For like Alexa.
Yeah,
but the thing we probably use it most.
She's
for
over there. Nope, she didn't listen. Good girl.
She's not listening.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. That's my next note. Don't say that word. So with Echo,
and he just said it.
She's asleep. She's asleep over
Alexa's sleeping.
So no, stop saying it. Like
she's not listening. Alexa,
stop.
There she is.
That's what I don't like. You're caring about you. What about everyone listening to us with their volume up?
Yeah, but my TV turns on Alexa all the time.
No, stop saying that word. Everyone that's listening with their volume up is getting their thing playing up the whole time. Everybody. You gotta not say that word. The Echo. Some people can have it set to echo. No one actually has it set to echo, but you should have it set to echo.
The dot device over there.
If we were real smart, we could have asked who the first Bond was.
I feel like we're in freaking Harry Potter. You know who. We can't say the name.
Can't say it.
But you can't because it's going to turn on everything in everyone's house if they actually have
You're welcome,
on.
everybody. We should
You're welcome.
Okay. Anyway, but yes, you also missed the segue in the fact that when we would say resume half the time, we were actually playing Jeopardy at work.
Yeah, we were. Well, we were. I did a lot of music.
There was a lot of music, but then there was also Jeopardy. And when we get interrupted, we would resume Jeopardy.
I was not involved in that.
No.
So the movie I would pick if I rented out the theater. I love this catch-up, by the way. The movie I would rent if I rented or picked if I rented out the theater would be Gremlins also. Mm-hmm. And it is probably one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Die Hard or Gremlins?
It is
Gremlins. Just because I remember it more from I didn't watch Die Hard until I was older.
Yeah.
I watched Gremlins a lot, and the second one even.
I never saw the second one.
Hulk Hogan's in it.
Remember, I just saw the first one. What I said 3 years ago or something.
Yeah, you did. That was surprising.
So that's kind of how I was with Die Hard.
I might
maybe a little bit longer ago.
What was that, like 84 that came out?
Yeah, 80.
I wasn't alive.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it in the theater.
Spielberg produced. That's all I can tell you. And Mogwai kind of looks like Grogu.
Yeah. Oh, we're going with that. All right.
Spoiler.
Oh, and then I also liked Chuck's comment that his mom was against weird creatures when they eat or get water on them, in reference to Gremlins.
Because there's so many movies where that.
You just let that go. I was like, why are we not talking about this?
I was firing on all cylinders that night.
It was the name of the show.
Very good.
My brain took a vacation.
So if I rented out a theater and had any movie I wanted, non-Christmas related, I honestly...
Oh, jeez.
I'll be back.
I picked Jurassic Park. Yeah, go ahead. I picked Jurassic Park, but at the same time, I kind of recently saw that.
Okay. Didn't they do that? Like one of those
3D. They did a 3D release. That's why it was, and it was also one of those recent releases where they actually Eric made a mat. Oh,
spilling everything. This
is the Dropsies. I almost spilled earlier. Dropsies episode.
So I need this actually though.
This is why we don't have liquids by our podcast station.
But we do.
Paper towels.
We're usually pretty good about it.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, until Eric came back.
It happens.
So, no clue.
Need another one.
You guys talked about your favorite Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah. Freebirds?
I have no clue. I still have no clue what the heck Chuck was talking about.
Freebirds.
I've since watched it.
Okay,
yes.
okay, yeah.
All right, do you have a review? Do you wish you not watched it?
My wife did not like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
That's all the review
I thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't like the greatest movie,
No,
but
not
like,
at all.
but like to sit down and just watch a movie with your family, it was whatever.
Yeah,
It was fine.
Exactly.
You
For
know?
yeah. Yep. Do you need another one?
It made more sense. Like Chuck's description of it was a little
Was it a little off? It's been a few years.
These turkeys go back in a time machine, but like, this movie's been out for a few years, so I don't think I'm ruining anything for anybody. But it was like the turkey got pardoned by the president and was then living in Camp David.
It was a fake president, all right. Like
not like a real person.
It wasn't like Obama.
No. And then he gets taken to the U.S. government's time machine, which is basically like on the grounds, like not far or whatever. Yeah, so like that was the whole thing. I was going, I'm like, how did these turkeys get this time machine? But it actually was plausible the way they did it in the movie.
It could have.
It was plausible.
They went to the
turkeys.
Government.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
check it out. Freebirds.
My only.
It's off Tubi. It's off Tubi now.
Ooh.
Is it really?
It is, yeah.
Did you try watching the second time? How do you know?
No, because when we watched it, it said there was 2 days left. Because one of the nice features of Tubi is it tells you how many days or
I feel like Netflix does that sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well, they send it more like out as like, oh, here's what's leaving Netflix and here's the new stuff coming in.
HBO Max had a category leaving soon, so sometimes I peruse that just to.
Shout out to Disney Plus. Anyway, so good. I got it. Where was I? I'm surprised. Oh wait, no, I'm skipping.
Thanksgiving. Do you have a Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. Have you guys ever heard of Thanksgiving?
I have.
No,
I have. Yes.
What?
It's a really terrible. Awesome,
I think I might have seen it back in the day.
It's a really terrible, awesome horror movie about a turkey that goes around killing people.
God, yeah, that's what I imagine.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
and it's like this terrible puppet. It looks absolutely awful, and it was like a really niche cult classic type of thing.
Yeah.
And then I think it had a sequel that was funded by like Kickstarter or something like that.
Okay,
and the sequel is called Thanksgiving 3 because it was too good for a second.
Nice.
That's great.
That rings a bell, actually.
Great.
I never saw the sequel, but
I'm not sure I saw it. I think I was thinking of a different movie.
It's awful, but it's awesome. It's like those AW words. Anyway, I'm really surprised that you picked Ghostbusters as the one that you would want to see that hasn't come out yet, because I could have swore you would have said Top Gun.
Yeah, I know, but honestly, I kind of forgot about Top Gun. To be totally honest, then Ghostbusters hit me first. I was like, yeah, Ghostbusters. I thought it was a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Ghostbusters probably would have been my pick because the Black Widow's a little played out like right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm so over the fact that it was supposed to be out that it's delaying everything in Marvel and something will happen eventually. Yep. Whatever. I think Ghostbusters actually would have been my pick if I was president. and you should pick Top Gun. So we had different things.
Sorry.
So popcorn. I actually used to have a roommate that would come home with a gigantic garbage bag full of popcorn from the movie theater. So I know what that's like. And it's amazing. And it does last for.
Yeah, but he worked at the theater.
He worked at the theater. Yeah. So it was just it was leftover. Awesome. We didn't pay anything. It would just come home.
Please be my roommate.
And the absolute worst part about it is it would taste absolutely just as amazing 2 weeks later.
Yep.
So you don't know how old the popcorn was when you're actually at the theater.
It's still good. Yeah. It'll keep.
Salt.
I don't even have a microwave anymore, so I make all my popcorn on stovetop these days. I am a big stovetop popcorn person.
That's the way my dad used to do it.
It's like, don't get me wrong, I love the ease of throwing in a microwave, but it's so much better.
Kristen used to do it like a lot on the stove, and then I don't know, for whatever reason she stopped.
Microwave is just too easy.
She hates microwave popcorn.
Oh,
she doesn't even like the smell. Like when I make it.
Have you ever had home style Pop Secret?
Yes,
that's my favorite.
It is
like
good.
It's not overwhelming.
I like the extra
with
movie
butter.
popcorn. Act 2,
extra movie popcorn, not extra
butter,
not extra butter or
extra
movie
butter,
butter,
extra
or
movie,
not movie butter, just extra movie. He combined
Chris
two
was
other
gonna go
ones.
with it. See,
together.
Eric's back. Chris would have just been like, yeah.
Well, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
But I don't, because those are literally extra butter and there's movie theater butter. There's not extra movie.
There's extra movie theater butter popcorn.
I've had that popcorn.
But no, but you haven't, because there's extra butter and there's movie theater butter. Those are two different things. You haven't had that.
That's true.
Unless you made two different things and put them together.
Just stand with your comment. You're good.
I just think like Chuck also.
Eric's back. So, Chuck, you've never been to hibachi before?
No.
Okay, we'll go sometime when there's no COVID. That was that whole thing.
Especially when there's no COVID. That's a situation.
Especially for hibachi, yes. I have a note that says Black Friday. I don't know what that means. I think it just means that I...
Did you ever go out and buy something on Black Friday?
I think that is what it means, actually.
And Chris hasn't,
I
never
have gone out on Black Friday 2 or 3 times.
Oh.
But it was never for me. Like, someone else was going out on Black Friday, and I kind of like...
tagged along?
Yeah, I, for lack of a better term right now, escorted them. Like,
you had nothing better to do at 5
I had nothing better to do,
morning.
and they wanted to go out and get something. Yeah. And it's like, you don't want to wait in line by yourself and look like an idiot. I'll go with you.
Yeah.
So we'll look like idiots together.
Yeah, you don't look like an idiot because honestly, because you're standing there for so long, you honestly make friends with some of these people if you're standing out there. Yeah. Like, it's like, oh, what are you, because you're also like scoping out, what are they getting? So it's like, oh, what are you here for? Oh, I'm here to get the TV. Oh, I'm here for the hard drive. Oh, you kind of try to feel people out. That's absolutely. I made friends.
Do you think you really need to get up early to get the hard drive?
I did. Yeah, I was desperate.
I didn't talk to
anyone. Speaking of hard drives.
Yeah.
That was my Black Friday purchase online.
Oh, traitor!
I got 2 of them.
Did you?
4 terabytes.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't impressed with any of them.
I did not get up and wait.
I almost bought the 5 terabyte. WD Black, but I did not.
Yeah. Didn't do anything.
So Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, here we go. I was waiting for this one.
You guys went back to back on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's important.
Rotten Tomatoes goes by a percentage. It's just percentage good.
I know, but it doesn't make sense. Why would you want it to be a Rotten Tomato? You want less tomatoes.
Is that still
that's the thing. You were saying like 1 or 2. It's like it's not the number of tomatoes.
That's the way it used to be.
It's just a percentage score. Yeah, maybe back in the day when they first came out, and like literally the website was made to just. The funny part is the website was made just to rate Rush Hour.
And then like the Jackie Chan
first
movie?
Rush Hour movie, and then all Jackie Chan movies, and then eventually they started doing other movies.
Okay.
And then it became a thing, and then they actually became pretty popular. But what they are is more of like an aggregate score type of thing where they pull reviews from everywhere and tell you whether it's a good movie or not. However, the way they do it isn't necessarily good.
It should be less tomatoes is better.
No.
They don't go by tomatoes anymore. Right?
Again, it's a percentage.
It's not the tomato meter. It used to be the tomato meter, right?
I think it might still be a tomato. They might still call it a tomato meter.
Oh, okay.
But the way I understand they do it after reading online is they look at review websites and see whether it's above a 60% on their review website or not. Mm-hmm. So it's either good or bad. If it's above 60, it's good.
Certified
if it's
fresh.
below 60, it's bad. And if their overall is above a 70% of their higher than 60%,
this is too
then it could be certified fresh.
I was told there'd be no math involved.
I never said that.
2 thumbs up.
That being said,
there's only 2 numbers, 1 and 2.
That being said, Rotten Tomatoes is okay if you just want to know if a movie's worth not watching or watching, not necessarily if a movie's good.
Yeah.
If you want to know whether a movie is good, you go to Metacritic, where it takes an actual average score of all of the websites and says, it got a 90 here, it got an 80 here, it got a whatever here, and tells you how good the actual movie was.
Wow.
Rotten Tomatoes just says, is it above 60 or not?
I think people should just write to us. Let us know what movie you want us to watch, and we'll tell you if it's good or not. There, done. Bacon on the rocks.
But
Bacon on the dot.
Chuck probably hasn't seen it, though.
No.
I want to shout out to Mike and Eric Comb because I've been spinning my comb ever since Chuck gave it to me.
Before you say that, everybody, don't forget. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Eric. Eric Comb. If you're looking for a great Christmas gift, stocking stuffer, stop by erichome.com. Eric's pulling it out. Oh, look at that. Got it with him. There it is, spinning around. And if you type in, as you're cashing out, in the promo code, if you type in the word bacon, you will get, and I was looking at it because he said he'd give us a percentage. It's like 25 to 30% off your purchase. So it's a great deal. So really, get to erichome.com, type in the promo word bacon, and you're going to get something like and they have all different kinds. They have bigger ones, smaller ones, all different things, wallets, beard oil. He has shirts, hats, apparel. Yeah, all these different things that will definitely be a great Christmas gift for you. So erichome.com, HEIRCOMB.com.
Bacon.
Awesome. Thanks again, Mike. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I am so good at setting up segues.
Promo code.
Promo code bacon.
Promo code bacon.
Promo code bacon.
Bacon.
I like keeping this in my pocket, by the way. If you couldn't tell. It's a really nice little keepsake for that reason. Deep fried turkey is superior than any other turkey. As I already mentioned before, I'm a little mad that Mike brought up the bacon flavored soda thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I actually had a whole plan with this. The reason why I didn't bring it for our whole bacon flavored thing is it had all those other flavors, and I was going to have a taste test. And he kind of went through all the flavors. Well, that's class. Maybe we'll forget about that in a year and we'll do it some other time. What does that say? I would love to do the 1 chip challenge, though. He did bring that up, too.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. I'd be dead.
I'd
be dead.
That's kind of all I've got.
Oh.
So now we're caught up.
Well, that's not too bad.
I
thought it was going to be worse.
That was like
I don't know what that means. I don't know how to take this.
That's like the Bacon on the Rocks mid-season recap.
It really was. I was like, can we do like an end of the year thing now? Or that pretty much was it right there. Like, what was our favorite thing? What was our least favorite thing so far?
It's just Eric giving all his answers to the things you guys already talked about.
Brought up some valid points.
Yeah. Corrected me a lot. I knew that was
me
coming.
too.
Is there any other is there any other questions you guys had for me?
How's Thanksgiving?
I'm sorry I didn't call out Chuck more.
Yeah, that's what I was relying on. Like there was so many times where like he really the Chris is just going on. Like did he even listen to what he said?
Probably not.
I'm like, I really don't feel like he did.
I don't remember him. The gold, the golden eye thing. I didn't catch. Yeah. And then what was the other thing you were talking about?
The mom let me watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That I remember.
As if there's a no. I do remember. Now that he brings it up, I remember you did say that.
My mom is against weird creatures when they eat or get wet on them or get water on them.
Well, you know there was a series of movies in the '80s that just relied on that plot.
Let's put it this way. My brain thinks really fast. I know what I want to say, but my mouth doesn't quite exactly spit it out in the order I want it to come out. So get used to that now. That's how I am. Many times.
Yeah.
So awesome.
My parents were all for movies where creatures got wet and ate after midnight and stuff like that.
Shut up, Richard.
That's just what we watched in the 80s.
I don't know. I was an 81 born baby, so I was not seeing.
However, Gremlins 2 does have one of like your favorite tropes of breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan turns and talks right to the screen at one point.
Oh, brother.
I'm actually drawing a blank on Hulk Hogan being in that movie.
It was in
his office, right? It took place in the office building.
No.
Yeah, where the guy worked. Isn't that where that?
I mean, that's where the movie took place.
Spoiler alert! Oh my gosh!
That's where the movie started and it took place. That's not where the Hulk Hogan scene happened. Hulk Hogan was in a movie theater.
I do want to say I've seen parts of it.
Because he got up and he yelled at the person running the thing for getting it wrong. Then he turned down to the screen and was like, I don't know what he said, but he broke the fourth wall.
And you broke your computer.
I haven't had to look anything up today.
Yeah, we're doing good. Well, you had the list of all of our bad things we did. That was the naughty list.
The naughty list.
That's everything we did wrong.
I was having flashbacks to this time when we were in college, and we got caught. Not we, yeah. My roommates and I, and we got caught drinking in the dorm, which was a big no-no, obviously.
No.
So we had devised like this elaborate scheme earlier in the year because like the way I went to Marist and they did priority points for housing. So you get involved in like activities and you get a priority point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just going to pause you real quick. You pressed record, right?
On what?
Okay, good. All right, continue. It was another throwback to the podcast.
Yeah, I know. I knew where it was going. And I was just playing dumb. And I was like, what?
So we devised a scheme that would like
he's really looking right now.
Someone would take the rap for if we got in trouble. Because if you get in trouble for drinking, you lose a priority point.
Okay.
So we devised a scheme that like one of us was going to take the fall. So we get caught one night, and I forget exactly what happened. I think the guy saw us from a distance and decided we were drunk and decided to write us up. And so we're like, this guy doesn't have any evidence or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so then
innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
So then like the the RD, right? Resident director. Is that the king of the dorm or whatever?
Sure.
I never lived on campus. I only know about the RAs. I don't know any higher. I don't know what their superior is.
Yeah.
But
we'll go with it.
She went out on some sort of leave. Like, I'm not sure. I don't think it was maternity leave because I don't think she was gone long enough, but she went out on some sort of leave. And then they had this other like sub dude come in. And so we explained the thing to him, and it was like, oh, it was all DJ's fault. And, he was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So then we thought we got off on it. And then like 2 months later, we get a letter from the RD that came back. And she's like, we got to meet with her. And so then we're like, oh, I thought we already dealt with this. We'll just stick to the same story we told the other guy. We'll go in. It was all DJ's fault. And his friends came up from home and we were all drinking. Yeah. So we go in and we tell the story to the RD. And then she's like, it's an interesting story. I have it right here that I don't want to say his name on here, but so-and-so says that it was actually DJ and Chris and John, and you guys were drinking, and he didn't have anything to do with it. And then we're all just like,
I hate so-and-so.
We had nothing to say. So then the lie we came up with was, oh, no, that was DJ's friends. They just happen to have the same names as us. But it was also like one of these things we had convinced ourselves that it actually happened that way.
You had been so convinced by your own lie.
Exactly. And then I don't even know why I brought this up. What were we talking about?
I don't know. We were talking about my mother not letting me watch movies.
No, that was way back.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why I told that story. We'll have to go back and review
This is turning into a real dumpster fire here, guys.
Roll it back.
Welcome back, Eric.
I have no idea. Segue. Let's go on to the next thing.
Drunk. Okay. Got this wonderful drinking glass, bacon on the rocks.
There was a reason for. I have no idea
I completely remember the segue at the time.
At the time,
now, no.
Yeah. Whatever. It's not important. We got in trouble for drinking.
I remember going out to a friend's one time. We went somewhere drinking for a while. Then we crashed back at his dorm. He had like a suite dorm, so there's actually 4 people living in it, not just 2. He went to some girl's room. Our other friend that was visiting went to the bathroom because he was not having a great night. He was the drunkest. And I just sat on the computer playing play ship poker all night long. I remember at one point the RA coming in with the drunk friend. He's like, hey, this guy's drunk. And he's like, no, I just had some bad macaroni and cheese. I lost track of him completely. He's just across the hall throwing up for the past few hours. He just had some bad macaroni and cheese.
Well, that is plausible in college.
I don't have any college stories. Okay.
I'm sorry I opened this.
No, yeah.
box.
I don't know.
Anyway, so a new episode of The Mandalorian's out.
That's what I was. Yeah, that was my next thing. It's like, and I was very happy with this episode. This was like one of the best episodes I enjoyed so far.
But are you gonna start calling Baby Yoda by his real name?
No, I can't remember it. Goo Guy. What is he?
Mugu Guy Pan.
Call back to earlier.
That is actually what my mom would make, and it was terrible smelling.
I wonder if Grogu smells like that.
Well, he spits up on him. Can I tell? I'm sorry.
That's only when he eats blue macaroons.
I want to back this up before the.
That's what they were, right?
So Natalie has gotten into.
Do they have macaroons in their universe?
Apparently,
yeah, because that's what I want to talk about. Is Natalie is starting to get into the whole?
Or did it just look like macaroons?
Thing.
No. You can actually buy macaroons. I think.
Yep.
Now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Yeah.
You could buy macaroons before there was a.
No, but they're branded. I want to say they're Disney, right? Like
I don't know if it's Disney, but
I don't know.
Natalie's obsessed with it, and she saw him eating the cookies and the macaroons. And so I found that there's a thing. They're selling a pack, like a 6-pack of them with the silver wrapping that it comes with, just like it was in the movie or show. And it's like $50 a pack.
Oh, wow.
To sit there and get the official Baby Yoda macaroons. Or if someone was just making them. I don't know if someone was just making them. I don't know where it was from, but that was the offer right now.
I want to be fair. Macaroons aren't cheap in general.
So. Yeah, I was going to say that.
$50
that's actually...
Really?
They're pretty
I never bought them.
It's expensive. But it's probably not as Disney expensive as you think it is compared to 6 actual macaroons.
It was like I think it was like 5 or 6 of them.
Are they were they smaller though?
No, they look just about the right size and everything.
All right, then honestly, it's not as bad as you probably think it is. It's still definitely inflated a little bit.
Let's put it this way: I told her no, so
it's not like it's maybe twice as expensive, not like 5 times as expensive. Like it might seem.
Yeah,
but so she's getting obsessed with the whole Baby Yoda situation. I'm like. So, I'm gonna keep saying it's gonna take me a long time to remember that.
I thought it was interesting how they did that because I mean, all season I've been wondering how are they gonna. Obviously, this thing has a name because the head of Disney said it.
I know he has a name. I'm not telling you guys.
Yeah.
But it's like up until this point too. I was making me angry that at least the Mandalorian didn't come up with some sort of name for him.
Like little guy.
He called him. So just
hey kid, come here.
Yeah.
I feel like if I found a stray dog and I was just holding on to the stray dog for a while, I wouldn't give it a fake name either. I would just call it, hey, dog.
Right.
Hey, you dog.
I wouldn't give it a fake name until I found its owner. It's like, oh, I was calling it Butch the whole time. Like
that's true.
Fifi.
Right. Yeah, Fifi.
Yeah.
He doesn't even seem interested.
There it is.
Though, But he keeps on. He's like, hey, little one.
Little one.
Little hey guy.
Yeah. Grogu.
Hey you.
Oh yeah, Grogu. That's your name.
I don't know. It's gonna take me a bit to get used to that. But
well, yeah, that's the danger. I think that they waited so long to do the reveal that everybody had like this.
It's just Baby Yoda.
I honestly, I don't even think that people would have done it either way. Like the ones that. Yeah. Well, me and you will start calling, but he won't.
Well, I'll still probably call Baby Yoda from time to time, too. It
continues to be said on the show. It will turn over where everybody will stop saying Baby Yoda and go with it. Anybody that is like watching the show, but anybody that's just like randomly out there.
I feel like
I know I'm going to get there and I will start calling it Grogu, but it's going to take me a little bit. I'll still every once in a while be like, because I can't think of it fast, and I'll be like Baby Yoda, just,
Yeah.
But it will grow on me in time.
Were you surprised that it didn't begin with a Y? That was a big outrage on the internet because they're the only 2 other of the species was Yoda and Yaddle.
In canon.
Yaddle?
Yaddle or Yaddle. I don't know. I've heard it pronounced both ways. In canon.
Right. Yes, because there was comics or whatever.
But I didn't really have a strong opinion on that either way.
Okay.
I didn't
like. Yeah. It just happened.
How many Y names can you come up with?
There was, like maybe if there was like 4 or 5 and they were all Y.
Right.
There's only 2.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were talking about it earlier and we stopped again and yelled at each other to stop talking about it. But the new character, and I'm sorry, I didn't.
Ahsoka.
What is it?
She's not new.
First of all,
she's new to this. Yeah, she's new to the episode.
New to the series.
But how do you say it again? I'm sorry.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Ahsoka.
What's the last name?
Tano. Tano.
Ahsoka Tano. Okay. I'll do my best.
I'm not good at it either because I didn't watch Clone Wars.
So, and we were talking about this earlier, like when you see her, like I was asking Chris about this, and I don't know what you know about it either, but like when she's there and it's like the headdress or hair, I don't know what is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if
I didn't know, like I was asking him, like, is that like a part of her physical being? Is it like something she's just wearing? Like, what is it? And you went on to
it's part. It's not. It's not like hair, or it's not like something her hair is in. It's actually like
tendrils.
Basically.
Okay. Yeah. Wasn't in that Bill Burr episode? Wasn't there one of those characters?
That's a twi'leg, different species.
But
they have a similar thing. Which those, I think I know where Chuck is going with it.
Yeah.
Those, when they do those, the makeup I feel like looks way better on the twi'legs.
Okay.
But there was like a lot of comments on the internet or whatever about the wrinkles and
because it looked like it was, because
it was just hair
bent, and it bugged me. It didn't like.
No, I think it was. It
was just like bent.
Whatever they
foam.
used. Yeah, whatever material they used to make it wrinkled.
And that's like the biggest thing that bugged me the whole episode.
It was Bob. That's the only. If I had like one little thing to nitpick about,
I feel like I didn't notice this at all.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you aren't familiar with I guess Chuck's not real familiar with the character.
I'm not, but I've seen the cartoon once or twice. I mean, I just didn't know.
I've seen the character like in passing before. I knew she existed. I didn't know her name. I didn't know like her backstory, but I know that she's a thing.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like that didn't stick out to me, bother me.
Yeah, I don't know. That I kept saying it because it just looked like it was foam. Like it didn't look, everything else looked real. Like the painting that they had on her face, everything else looked really good. And then I saw these little wrinkles in that.
Yeah. I think
I'm sorry, I'm going to keep calling it hair. But
I guess what bothered me is that like I looked at her and I just saw Rosario Dawson.
I didn't. I had to look up who she was. I was like, wait, what? I mean, it's like I've seen the face, but I couldn't like put her to anything. I was like,
I mean, he also mentioned it. Previous episodes, if you listen to your own podcast,
what,
or just listen to him talk.
You think I have time to listen to this?
He mentioned that Rosario Dawson was going to be her, and that was a character that was forthcoming.
Yeah,
and
worst kept secret on the internet.
Yeah. Isn't there other thing? Anyway, I don't know. I looked at her and I kept on seeing Rosario Dawson. Like I couldn't not see Rosario Dawson.
See, I knew who she was, and I you could tell obviously it's Rosario Dawson, but like I didn't get hung up on it. I thought she did. I thought she kind of captured the mannerisms of the animated character pretty well.
And again, I didn't see it. I wish I had. I've always talked about wanting to go back and watch Clone Wars, but
maybe this is a catalyst.
We can barely hear you.
Sorry.
There we go.
I can hear me.
But I thought it was also too. I expected some sort of like big reveal with the character too, and then all of a sudden it was just like bang right in the episode.
Was it a cold open too? I think right. It was before they actually went into the
intro.
Yeah. So, but I felt it was a great episode overall, though. I really did enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, one of the best so far.
Yeah. Very samurai and West. I mean, the whole thing is kind of Western inspired.
Yeah, I mean, I think it had some good action scenes and it had some good like narrative scenes. Like I think it was very well rounded all around.
Yeah, I thought it was solid. I didn't have any problems with the story or anything like that.
Yeah, no, not at all. I thought it was good. So
I think this will probably be like the only time we see her this season, though, which is a little disappointing. But I think they're kind of building toward like a spin-off show, possibly.
I read that somewhere.
Yeah. I think that the last 2 episodes they've been sort of testing the waters for that sort of thing with the Cara Dune character with Gina Carano in the previous episode.
So that's another. So they only have one other announced that I'm positive of. Star Wars show?
2, I think.
There's the Bad Batch.
Well, that's an animated, yeah.
Oh, that's animated?
I believe so, yeah.
I'm not testing it. I'm not trying to test it.
Come on,
well, now that you asked me, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know how they would do that show live action. It would be kind of.
Well, what is the Bad Batch?
It was from this most recent season of Clone Wars. Mm-hmm. It was one of the arcs in there where they did the bad, like these clones that had like these mutations, but they were like beneficial. Like one of them's super strong, one of them's a really good marksman. You know.
Okay, so it's like your
it's like a special force.
X-Men type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So.
All right, so if you're including the Bad Batch, I guess there's 3 that they've officially talked about. The Kenobi limited series.
Okay.
I think that's only going to be like 1 season type of thing, you know. And then
that's what they're doing with most of the Marvel stuff too. So
yeah,
or at least they're starting.
Is that what WandaVision's going to be?
We didn't know that Mandalorian was going to be more than 1. To be fair, so we don't know what anything is until they see how popular it is, and they're like, maybe we want to do more of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, as of right now, all of that is just limited.
And then supposedly there's a Cassian Andor series, which I think is an odd choice.
I don't even know what that is. So
the guy from Rogue One,
okay. I watched Rogue One somewhat.
He was the guy who killed the guy in the alley. You know, supposedly he's having.
Okay. And wasn't there? There's rumor that there's going to be a Dr. Aphra.
Yeah, there's rumors. Yeah. They haven't officially.
There's rumors for everything. Okay.
But Disney has officially talked about those shows.
Gotcha.
So.
There you go.
Kenobi was actually supposed to be shot already, but then they went back and I guess they totally rewrote it.
Real? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Well, the theory was it was too much like Obi-Wan Kenobi living on Tatooine with baby Luke was going to be too much like the Mandalorian with baby Yoda.
Yeah. Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
So that was the theory.
You can never have too much Tatooine, though, right?
That's true. Yeah, sand.
That's what everyone wants. There's another Star Wars. I hope I see more Tatooine.
Yeah. Well, they do seem to, for a planet that is supposed to be kind of the middle of nowhere. It sure turns up in the universe quite a bit. Yeah. So. Right. The other big reveal was Grand Admiral Thrawn. That's who Ahsoka was looking for, and he's another person from Rebels, the animated series.
Okay.
He was also in the books that are he does have books that are canon now, but he originated in the Legends books that were made non-canon by Disney. But then Disney brought him back into the canon with his own like series of books.
Gotcha.
And then he appeared for the first time like in a live action thing in the animated series. So.
In a live action thing in the animated series.
Well, you know what I mean, like not like a book.
Yes. Gotcha.
Let me I could never keep all this straight. Like all the different things, just all the different ways in which this goes.
I'll be honest. Like I know there are people that are super into it. And know like everything.
Yeah.
And I know Chris is into it, but not like I think he knows more than he gives himself credit for a lot of the stuff too, though.
Yeah, it branches off in so many ways, and I'm just like, sure.
But at the same time, I know where you're coming from, where you don't want to take credit for knowing stuff, because if you do, people will call you out on every single thing you say wrong.
Yeah,
that's
right.
just how anyone on the internet is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. As I've mentioned previously on this podcast, I was definitely late to the Star Wars game, but I'm enjoying everything that I've watched so far.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying the Mandalorian more than I thought. I was like, okay, yeah, fine, but I'm definitely
I think it is good enough that it has the Wild West tropes, that it's standalone enough that if you're not super into Star Wars, you can still get enjoyment out of it.
Right.
I know a few people that have watched it that have never watched even a single one of the other movies, and they're getting enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
And then if you do watch every single thing, you notice every cue and every this could be a reference to this or that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a good job with that. I think that the casual viewer can still enjoy it,
right.
Whereas they also throw enough things in there for like the more hardcore fans to really
which is why I'm super excited for all the Marvel stuff to start, because I mean, I wasn't over a year ago, but the past year I've gotten super into everything, so I can't wait to notice all the little details.
Yeah.
Eventually.
It'll come eventually. So.
Okay.
Hi.
So, with that said, there's one last thing I wanted to talk about today. Eric, anything else? Because this is like your coming back party.
My notebook's complete.
He's good. Okay, one last thing that we've actually been working on the past couple weeks, and we're excited to announce it will be launched as you are listening to this. It is Friday, and this is when we will be launching it. is we will have a store where you can buy different Bacon on the Rock type things. We got shirts, there's stickers, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't even want to like list it all. You can definitely go to it. The link will be in, what do we want to do? Did we want to do the one subdomain? Is that what we're going to do?
Just look for the link in the description. You'll find it there, and it'll bring you to where you need to go.
And we'll do it that way. So if you'd like to support Bacon on the Rocks, we'd really appreciate it. Definitely check out our stuff. We're going to keep putting more stuff on throughout, the weeks as it goes along and, throughout the year. But definitely check it out, and we're excited about it. And if you have any ideas on something you'd like to see, we'd love to hear it and get more ideas from you guys of what you would like. But with that said, Eric, glad to have you back. Are we out of the principal's office now?
I think so.
Maybe I'll stick around for a couple more.
That's why I said that.
And it all comes full circle. And if you don't know where Chris is at right now, it's when he was talking about this story at college.
That's why I started the RD story. I felt like started to have flashbacks of being in the RD's office.
Where's our music? Let's get us out of here.
Okay, one last time, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Cookies Q and Creamery. If you're looking for anything delicious, nutritious, or just, something just you need to eat, go to DoorDash.com and check out Cookies Q. They're fantastic. Guys, thank you. Eric, so excited to have you back. Chris, thanks again. And we will do this again next week for a whole another episode of Bacon on the Rocks. No one's going to say anything?
Stay greasy.
Cheers.